Hello. It's ready. £547.4.
It's 11:31 a.m. on Monday, and this is going to be the start of my what I eat in a day and my weigh-in. Of course, you saw my weigh-in first. Thankfully, I am down. It took 3 days for the scale to move, but it finally moved again, so I'm down 1.2 pounds if I'm not mistaken. Good down amount. Very happy about that. So what you probably did not see, and I didn't think to incorporate it into this video, but I just made my chocolate chip cookie, I'm calling them cheesecake, loaded fat bombs. And I tried one on that video. So just to be accountable, I had actually two. I tried one on camera and then I ate a second one. So I've had 2 fat bombs. It's 11:32 a.m. I just wanted to be accountable. And then I also got 2 pieces of bacon I'm going to eat because to take the sweetness out of my mouth, because they're not overly sweet, the fat bombs, but it's a sweet taste I didn't want in my mouth, and I needed something that wasn't sweet to put in my mouth. So I'm gonna have 2 pieces of bacon and more water. And that's what I'm gonna have. That's all I've eaten so far. I'm not actually going to have a meal yet. I shouldn't have had that fat bomb, but I ate it because I wanted to taste test it when I made the video. Not an excuse, just saying that's what happened, and I'm just being accountable for it. I'll be back when I actually have a meal. Alright, it's 3:15 p.m. and I really messed myself up today. Hold on, let me switch. Hold on. Alright, so hopefully you can see me and the lighting's not too bad because the light's behind me. I just thought I would actually talk to you guys instead of just showing you the food. Having those couple fat bombs this morning really kept me full, and I'm just now starting to get a little bit hungry, and it is 3:15 p.m. So that was kind of a bad thing because now I'm kind of grazing instead of just having my 2 meals. I'm still keeping it within calories, carbs, all that, but I don't like to graze like that. I just like to have my meals and then be done with it. That was a mistake I made, so I'm going to learn from that in the future. So what I did was, well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I guess I can turn the camera back around now, and I'm looking at myself and not at the camera because I'm used to the camera being on this side and not this side. Okay, so I will flip the camera again and show you what I'm doing and having and all that kind of stuff. Today's such a weird day, and it's a Monday. And then I'm going to go outside. I'll show you. I'll be right back. So as I said, today is a weird day. It's 3:15 and I'm just now starting to get a little bit hungry. So I'm going to have 1 serving of the hard salami and 2 slices of the hot pepper jack cheese. And I'm also going to have a Gatorade Zero. I'm going to take that outside with me and drink it. So then for dinner, I'm not quite sure what I want. I've been thinking about the pork rind encrusted chicken, like breaded chicken. And then I've also been thinking about hamburger. So I'm not quite sure. So I got some of each out. So this will be good for a few nights of food for this week. So whatever I don't eat, I will cook up and put in the fridge for another night. But I thought I'd get them both out to thaw. Since it is after 3, then they should be pretty well thawed by around 7 or so. So that's what I'm having at 3:15. Still haven't had an actual meal. Like I said, the fat bombs have kept me pretty well full until now. I'm just starting to get just a little bit hungry. So I thought I would eat something. I don't like to do this. I'm going to definitely learn from this in the future and not do this again. But, so yeah, that's what we're doing right now. This is the next time I've had something to eat since the fat bombs and the bacon this morning. All right, I will see you guys in a bit. So I was just sitting outside. I'll insert the little clip that I made outside, but I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me very well, but I'll insert it here. Just sitting here watching the public bus. I used to ride the bus a lot, like when I was going to school, when I was in college, just a few years ago. I rode the bus all over town. It was actually pretty fun to ride the bus. So my goal is, by next summer, to be back on the bus. So I was sitting outside, and what I said in that video was, you probably couldn't, it was kind of far away in the video, but I was videoing a clip of the public bus. There's 3 bus stops like right near my building. Like one is like literally right in front of my building, and then there's 2 across the street. And I was talking about how I missed riding the public bus. I know that sounds weird to some people. It was just a few years ago that I was riding that bus regularly. When I was going to community college, I would ride it twice a day at least. I would go to the mall and go shopping. I loved riding on the bus. And then when my anxiety took over, I stopped. And then I also made a friend at college with a car, so I stopped kind of riding the bus because she had a car and we would go places in our car. So that kind of got me out of the swing of being on a public bus. Then, of course, when my anxiety took over and I stopped going out, agoraphobia, then my weight increased, of course. And it just made me very sad of the things I'm missing out on. Sometimes it doesn't bother me because sometimes I can lie to myself and pretend that I'm happy and that it doesn't really bother me. But it does bother me. It bothers me seeing the things that I used to do or the things I could be doing that I'm not doing because of my weight. So I know this is just usually my weigh-in and food video. I don't really usually talk on these videos, but it was just something I wanted to share because it made me emotional. But it's a good reminder of what I want to accomplish and to keep on track so I can get back to doing what I used to do and to do things that I've never done. So my goal is to be back riding that bus by next summer. Earlier, hopefully, but definitely by next summer to be riding that bus again. So that is one of my goals. I should make a goal chart and cross off my goals as I accomplish them, because I think that would help me, motivate me, keep me motivated. I think that's what I'll work on this afternoon. That's it, just a little bit of rambling about my day. Alright guys, it's 7 o'clock and I'm going to have my first actual meal, but it's not some kind of grazing. So here's what I'm gonna do. You guys are gonna get sick of seeing me make this because this is like the 3rd night I've had this, but it's delicious and that's okay. So I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter and melt it in my pan. Along with a teaspoon of minced garlic. So tonight I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I still have zoodles, but it's a very small zucchini. And I made the noodles on the thick side tonight to see if I like it different from the thin ones. And I'm also going to have 9 asparagus spears. And I'm just going to do them in the same skillet, brown them, saute them. And then in my air fryer, I didn't show this, me preparing it, but I will tell you what I did. I'm not feeling all the greatest right now. I'm feeling kind of nauseous, and I think it's probably because of the way I've eaten today. I've not eaten like a real meal, and I've just picked, so I think that's probably it. And once I eat something, I'll feel better, I'm sure. But in my air fryer, I have 2 chicken breasts, and they're the Schwann's chicken breasts, and I thawed them. You saw me thawing the, oops, hello, you like to see my spatula, right? This spatula, story time, distracted, squirrelitis. This poor spatula is the only spatula I have. Of all the things I buy, I don't buy the things I should buy. And this poor little spatula I've had since I moved out on my own, and that's been 9 years, and we had it when I was at home for quite some time before that. So this poor spatula has been through Hades and back. That's my little story time for you. Oh, okay, I was telling you about the chicken in the air fryer. So in my air fryer, I'm just going to go ahead and add these to the skillet. Well, let me do this and then we can talk. Tongs are. I don't know where my tongs went, guys. I'm just going to use a fork. My mom is probably rolling over in her grave right now because I'm using a fork on a non-stick pan. We used to go round and round about that at home when I would cook, because I wouldn't use the right utensils. Sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Alright, so we got that going. I'm just going to put the lid on it and let it get soft and sauteed. Okay, so in my air fryer, let me tell you about what's in my air fryer. I have 2 chicken breasts. They're Schwann's chicken breasts that I was thawing, that I was showing you. I was doing this. That I showed you in the earlier clip that I was thawing. I decided on the chicken breast. I still have 2 chicken breasts in the fridge, and then my ground beef, so then that will run me most of the week for like my main protein for my meals. Do you guys want to look at me while I'm talking, or are you okay looking at the zucchini? I think you're okay looking at the zucchini. You've looked at my face enough today. So, what was I saying again? I am so off track right now. Well, let me think. Oh, I put the extras back in the fridge, and then that will run me for my protein for the week for dinners. And then in my air fryer, I have 2 chicken breasts, and I took some pork rinds, and I crushed the pork rinds really fine into crumbs, and I added some taco seasoning to the pork rinds. And then I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I put my chicken breasts in the Ziploc bag, and I tossed them around to coat them. And then I put them in the air fryer, and I am now air frying them. They have 3 minutes left until they are done, and I'm going to use some of this horseradish mustard to dip it in. I was going to have ranch, but I don't want the added calories that the ranch. Oh my gosh, guys. I have this horseradish mustard, and for 1 teaspoon is 5 calories, no carbs. So I'm gonna have a few teaspoons of this. I don't know if I'll measure it or not. I guess I'll measure it just to show the calories correctly, but I'm gonna have some of this with my chicken, long story short. So that's about it until my zucchini gets done. And as you can see, I kind of like a little bit of brown to my zucchini. Somebody had commented and said I cooked the hell out of it, and I did. I killed it. But that's just how I enjoy it. I like it a little bit brown. I don't know why, but I do. I like it mushy. It's just good that way. That looks really good. And I know that is a lot of chicken, but in actuality, I'll probably be only eating 1.5 of these because my cat is going to be eating the other half. I'm quite sure of that. So that you always have to keep that in mind. When I'm having chicken, I always make a little extra for that reason as well. The chicken turned out really good. It has a nice crust on it. And we have a nice brown to it. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and plate this up. The asparagus is just mixed in with the zucchini, which is fine with me. This is a 1/2 tablespoon measure, so I'm going to do 2 of these. Maybe I'll do 1 more. So altogether 1.5 tablespoons of the horseradish mustard. So there's my dinner for this evening. It's now 7:15 p.m. and it is a lot of dinner, but like I said, half of one of those chickens will go to my kitty, and I will probably eat the rest of it. If I don't eat it all, I will show you. But if I don't show you, you can assume that I've eaten it all. A lot of people are concerned that I'm eating too much and my portions are too large. I have to get my calories in. I have to get my macros in, and this is just what fits in. I know it looks like a lot, and it probably is quite a bit, but it all fits perfectly in my macros, and I still lose weight eating this, and that's just the way it is. Alright, so I am going to start inserting the calories and my totals in my videos because a lot of people have asked for them, and so people can see that I'm not eating too much. Even though it seems like a lot, I'm still well within my macros, so I will include that so you can see. Oh, I'm also having my 32 ounces of water. I know a lot of times I don't show my water, but unless I tell you otherwise I'm having something else, you can just assume that I am having my 32 ounces of water because I have that at every meal. I have one when I wake up, I have one in the afternoon, and then one with dinner. I should drink some more of that than just the 3, but for now it's just the 3. So, and I also ordered some more pink Himalayan salt. I was buying just the grinder of the pink Himalayan salt, but that gets kind of expensive, so I actually bought a 2-pound bag of the pink Himalayan salt, the coarse, and then I bought a salt grinder, pepper salt grinder combo thing set, so I can fill my own and grind my own. So that will be here on Wednesday. So this is my dinner. I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to go eat and end this here. And then I will see you guys back tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Or good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Have a good one. Be blessed, do good things, and be the light. I just wanted to show you real quick what's left of my dinner that I did not eat. There's 3 asparagus spears that I didn't eat, as well as a half of the chicken breast. I ate 1.5 chicken breasts, and that is what is left. So when you see my totals, when I deduct that amount from what I ate, you'll know why. So stay tuned for the totals.